Ever since the release of Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker's trailer number 3 that debuted just a couple of weeks ago, a lot of fans around the world have really been looking forward to The Rise of Skywalker's trailer 4, also known as the international trailer by Disney and Lucasfilm. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, one exciting aspect of Episode 9 that a lot of fans are truly looking forward to is, of course, Palpatine himself, to see exactly how he's going to be visually on the big screen in motion and communicating with both Rey and Kylo Ren, and exactly what that dynamic is going to look like on the big screen by J.J. Abrams. I really do believe that that really is the driving force for the hype of this movie, everything related to Palpatine's return, and to see exactly what's going to happen to, of course, the First Order, the new Sith Empire, the Resistance, you name it. Now, on top of all of this, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film, and when it all comes down to various shot descriptions of the upcoming trailer 4 of Episode 9, this is where things begin to get very intense for this movie. Now, specifically, what's really intriguing about all of this is that shot descriptions consisting of a sequence where it's explained that both Rey and Kylo Ren are said to be running away from a large tidal wave, crashing onto the wreckage of the second Death Star. It's said that during the shot, both Rey and Kylo Ren are said to be running with their lightsabers ignited, and are said to be side by side, where it eventually leads to a segment in which both Rey and Ren are hanging on the edge of the wreckage during the scene on top of a cylindrical piece of metal that is said to mimic that is shown in the teaser poster. The shot is best described as chaotic and brings danger to both Rey and Kylo Ren. The next describes a sequence of Palpatine sitting on his throne, where various wires are said to be hooked up to his back, while Palpatine is sitting, and of course, where the lightning begins to strike in the distance, revealing his figure as the camera gets closer to Sidious. This is where Palpatine's body begins to lift off of his throne into the sky by use of the wires from the crane machine. The Palpatine dialogue over the shot is explained to involve Sidious mentioning the power of the Beyond. Another describes a moment in which a shot of Luke Skywalker is said to be seen watching a burning temple collapsing down to the ground, with R2-D2 by his side. The segment is said to be a continuation of what fans witnessed at the very end of The Last Jedi, toward, of course, the flashback segments where Luke now pulls back his hood and reveals his face and brings his face down to the ground as he cries, followed by a close-up shot of Luke Skywalker picking up his green lightsaber from the dirt. Now, on top of all of this, also a shot of Dark Rey fighting Rey in the middle of an actual dark cave, where we're not quite sure exactly where it's based. So let's go over a couple of parts about this and as to why the 4th trailer really seems to be more revealing than what we already saw in, of course, the final trailer. Now, there are a lot of complaints about the final trailer, also known as Trailer 3, because of how underwhelming it really was for a lot of fans. Now, I'm not saying that's for everybody. I'm sure that there are a lot of you guys out there right now, watching this video saying, I thought it was really good. And that may be the case, but a lot of people also found it to be quite underwhelming, and I can see why Disney and Lucasfilm are trying to make the international trailer more revealing when it comes to their footage involving the characters of Palpatine, Luke, Kylo Ren, Rey, you name it. Now, the one piece that I do want to go over that really is mind-boggling, to me at least, is, of course, the survival of Palpatine. Now, we went over Palpatine's survival just the other day, as well as Palpatine's backstory after the events of Episode 6, and the thing that gets me, though, is this crane machine that Palpatine is said to be using. Now, this crane machine, in case you guys did not know, is said to be exactly what's keeping Palpatine alive before he uses the Force Conduit technique. Now, the Force Conduit technique is going to allow Palpatine to literally rob the energy from both Rey and Kylo Ren to become in a more youthful state, to become rejuvenated, if you will, to have a chance to fight against both Rey and Kylo Ren with ease. Now, the thing about Episode 9 here is that it's not just all about Palpatine, it's also about the journey between both Rey and Kylo Ren, and the lightsaber duels that will take place in this movie. There's already said to be around 4 saber duels as it is, on top of the Palpatine versus Rey and Kylo Ren one. So that's another thing to really look forward to. And the other thing I do want to actually touch on here is, of course, the Death Star wreckage. It really seems like that this lightsaber duel really is going to be quite as long as the one between both Anakin and Obi-Wan. After all, J.J. Abrams wanted to make that saber duel either just as long or longer than the Anakin versus Obi-Wan Kenobi duel from Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. If you guys want my take on this, my 2 cents, I feel like it's going to be shorter than that of Revenge of the Sith's lightsaber duel because We got 4 lightsaber duels in this movie, and that was probably JJ's way of kind of spreading things out and giving us more action between both Rey and Kylo Ren in Episode 9 before they get over to Palpatine. So that's one thing to know about this movie, is that there's going to be a lightsaber duel in the first, second, and of course there's going to be 2 of them in the third act of Episode 9 at the very minimum. So that's one great thing about this movie, is that a lot of saber duels will take place. So anyways guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.